I'm Mark Greenstein of Ivy Bound, and this is my 2-minute antidote to test anxiety. Really, it's 6 seconds. Ready? Divorce the consequences of the test from the doing of the test. Let me explain. Consequences are the results following an SAT score. Good consequences tend to follow really good SAT scores. You get better admissions. Bad consequences follow not so good SAT scores. Those admissions offers don't come your way. But if you're thinking about consequences when you're doing the test, you're not thinking about the doing of the test. Consequences will take care of themselves. So I ask my students, think not about, will a 1500 get me into Harvard? Will a 1400 still get me to apply credibly to some schools at least that I really want to go to? Don't even think about it. The consequences will take care of themselves. They are beyond your control on test day. On test day, you can do the things that you've been trained to do and think only about that. An analogy, a diamond cutter works with tremendously big consequences. That person, if she or he makes one wrong cut, does things at one wrong angle, a $20,000 gem is rendered worth 200 at that point. Do you think she's really thinking about, oh my God, if I make this cut, I'm going to mess up and destroy my family fortune? No, they just do the cuts they've been told to make, and they end up doing them correctly because they're not thinking about those consequences. Here's another. A relay team at the professional or the Olympic level. The consequences of dropping a baton are race over. You can't possibly win if your teammate drops a baton. They don't think about it in doing the handoff. They train to do it smoothly, quickly, same stroke. And the consequences don't even enter their minds. One final thing. You could imagine yourself walking across a long, foot-wide, 30-foot plank. It's 2 inches thick, it'll support you, but it's only a foot wide. And if you fall, you are falling down a chasm 200 feet deep. You will probably die. If you think about the consequences, you are more likely to screw up and actually fall. You think you might get dizzy, you get nervous, you get scared, you actually might step off that plank. If I take the same plank, 30 feet wide, 30 feet long, 1 foot wide, 2 inches thick, just place it on the ground, okay, in your classroom. Can you walk across that thing without stepping off? Absolutely. You don't even think about it. Here, it's the same task with different consequences. Removing the dire consequence, and you're just walking across a plank. You're doing what comes easily. That, to me, is the right mindset. If there's anything you're thinking about beyond the doing of the test, maybe it's the goal, but that's not related to Harvard, Princeton, Stanford. It's related to, I want to get a 1500, for the sake of a number. And I think that is more stimulating in the right direction than nerve-wracking in the wrong direction. I hope this is helpful. I'm Mark Greenstein.